Welcome and welcome back. You're watching Kia's Luxe Life, where I bring you all things fun and beauty, luxury, lifestyle. If that's something you're into, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I have a future upload. So today's video is going to be broken down into 4 parts. First part you see here is the fashion show layout in and of itself. We're going to dive into it, as well as Pharrell, how he ties into the event. The looks, some hits and misses. Definitely there are several of both, so make sure you stay tuned, as well as the celebrity guest list. So again, we're going to be checking out those celebrity guest lists and those hot looks. Alright, so first up, we're going to talk about the overview, the ambiance, and the layout. So as you see here, the show did take place in Paris. Again, this is the Louis Vuitton Men's Spring Summer 2024 fashion show, again, by the one and only Pharrell Williams in Paris. And again, this is his debut show, so this is definitely going to set the tone for Louis Vuitton and again, men's collection on how they plan on moving in the future. So again, you'll see some of the looks here. The show in and of itself does take place on what appears to be a bridge. And of course, you'll see that background at the bottom there in the what looks like the Louis Vuitton Damier Ben or Damier print. So I think that's something that's definitely very cool. There was a full choir, about a 200-person choir. So I think that's definitely very, very interesting. And it did perhaps set the stage for the ambiance of what we see there. The choir was, of course, accompanied by a live band, so I thought that definitely added some dimension for the ambiance and the setting of this event. Next section we're going to cover today is Pharrell Williams. So again, of course, you guys definitely know Pharrell Williams. He is a record producer, rapper, singer, songwriter, and of course fashion designer, and now the new Louis Vuitton creative director for the men's line. I do believe Louis Vuitton actually announced that he would be the creative director in the fall of last year, so that is not necessarily new information, but definitely coming out to see what he would actually come up with is. So the first thing we're going to talk about actually is his look. So he does have like the camo kind of jacket on, if you will. He is wearing a matching hat, and the jacket set is actually a jacket and pantsuit set. There is a crest that comes along with a long sleeve white shirt, and again at the collar there with some very, very cool sunshades, and I think that kind of completes the look. Later on, you'll also see that he does have a almost belt matching the sunshade, kind of gold tone belt. You'll see that, and matching camo shoes. So I think it's a very, very clean look, very, very cool look for the collection and for what he dropped. And also later on, you'll see he does go to embrace his family, and at that point in time, you'll also see that they do have all matching suit set ensembles as well, which I think was a very cool idea, and I think it was a great way to kind of introduce Pharrell and come out with a clean look, something that's presented again from him, ultimately probably something he designed as well. And to have the matching sets with his family, I think was a great entity to be able to share with his family, and something that they will have for a long time to come. I was quite surprised that he decided to bring out a lot of the support team to be able to get the show off the ground and get that running. I think it just shows a testament to Pharrell and his character to be able to share that moment with them. I know there's a lot of hard work that goes into creating a production of something of this magnitude, and I definitely think it was very cool that he was able to share the stage with them, and rather, probably made the decision to do that at his show. I did want to touch on the choir for a moment. There are what seem to be 2 lead singers, and they also had like a camo print on their robes as well, whereas opposed to the rest of the singers that were there together had more of like a white satin kind of robe. So I thought that was a nice touch to be able to add to the collection. I do think that if everyone were to have had the kind of camo kind of print on there, if you will, I think it perhaps would have been too much for the choir. So I think they did a good job with that. Oh, and in case you guys forgot, Pharrell is that gentleman that brought us happy. 'Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Ow! Y'all, that song is like 9 years old, almost 10 years old. Can you believe it? But here he is again doing something new. So definitely excited for him. Big ups to him, and let's jump into the looks. So in general, there was definitely something for everyone in this collection. Again, I'm going to focus on the more everyday wearable pieces and not just things for the runway. Again, because ultimately those are the pieces that people will be looking for, and hopefully those are the pieces that will ultimately be released. So again, the first look here we're going to show you, this is actually the first look that was debuted on the runway. And again, the suit pant set, short suit pant set, I think it's just a general pant set here. What I think was interesting piece for this particular look was actually the bag. So we're going to get another look at the bag. I think the duffel bag kind of style, and again how it's worn, doesn't appear to have a handle. Looks kind of almost like the top folds in, or if it does have that handle there, it's short, that it would be almost like a Bottega pouch, kind of something where you would clutch under the arm. But again, with the boots pulling in that same camo kind of look, I do see some folks would be interested in the boots and perhaps the bag from this look. Second look coming up, again, another gentleman. We do have a suit set here, again with the pants short, the tie just have an LV on there with the jacket. So the long jacket, almost kind of style, if you will. The ruffle kind of situation, not sure. I definitely think this is a miss on their end. I think, again, it's a great runway piece, but I don't see it being a piece that folks will actually be out in the world wearing. Heading into our third look, again, this particular one here, keeping with the camo kind of look, that is definitely the theme you'll see here for this collection. But there's the added pearls. So definitely kind of giving a Chanel kind of esque vibe. I think adding pearls to a men's collection piece is definitely something interesting, and perhaps making it more inclusive. Jumping into our next look, it is actually a pajama set look, which I think is very, very comfortable, very cozy. There on the slippers, you'll also see the LV print there, so it'll be interesting to see, hopefully, that these are released. Again, it looks to be like a blanket or a wrap under that right arm there, as well as in trinket, if you will, or like a stuffed animal kind of deal. But I think the headwear on here is definitely a hit for this particular set. Moving into luggage. So there was actually almost like a golf cart kind of deal that came down the runway and came back, and it was carrying this luggage. So I know a lot of folks are interested in the luggage. So to be able to see that there with the trunks as well as several backpacks on the runway is definitely something we will be on the lookout for. Coming into this look here, the scarf is definitely a hit. One of my favorite pieces in this collection from the runway style. Also there on the right hand, you'll see he is carrying a bum bag. So it's interesting, there were actually several bum bags that we saw in this runway, in this fashion show collection. So it's interesting to see, and the bum bags that they added were like large, oversized bum bags. So keep in mind, they did discontinue the standard bum bag again in the traditional monogram print, and I believe that was the same for the monogram in the Empreinte leather as well, but the Empreinte bum bag was also smaller than the monogram. So it's interesting to see the bum bag kind of aesthetic come back, and that they made it a bit larger. Coming into our next look, same camo print. It is a suit set, but a long pant suit set. I think the pieces are nice together. I think this is a hit of a look. However, I would not pair the two together as a suit set. I definitely would probably mix and match with a black or a camo for like a tan type bottom and or set. And I think that will be a hit for the everyday user. Check out the next look here, and this is definitely a hit. Love the jacket, love the length on the jacket as well, and loving the bag. So again, here what we see with the bag, it looks like it's an oversized Alma, and again, it does have like the embossed LVs on there. Not too much. The camel color is a definitely, a great color that matches with the collection, but definitely a color that people strive for in general. So I think it's definitely something that's going to be introduced, and I think it will be cool, or something that people will look forward to. Hopefully they come out with it in smaller sizes, because again, this is a very, very large size, and it does come across almost like a travel bag. So we'll see. Coming into our next look here, this is an absolute miss for me. Again, I get the leather, I get the color story that he was going with, but again, the pieces just kind of seem to be a bit too oversized and don't kind of come together. Not exactly sure what season this person will wear this kind of set in, maybe perhaps the fall, but again, with the leather and just the other ensemble, just doesn't seem to make sense. Seems like each of the pieces would go well with a different outfit. And again, this is another follow-up piece. This is a complete miss for me. Again, is he going fishing? Is he going hiking? Is he going to be on the runway? What is the intended look kind of purpose behind this one? Not really sure how it would be incorporated in someone's everyday life, aside from, of course, doing a fashion show or doing like some other type of event where that individual is, the main person in the event. Perhaps, and maybe I could see that, but in the everyday, typical day-to-day style, not sure that it would work. One of my favorite looks from this evening and the show and all is actually this look here. Absolutely love the jacket. If I was in the market for something like this, I would definitely move to pick this up. Again, he has like the matching trunk kind of esque there, which definitely goes with the look. Again, I think the print on top of the print in an everyday situation perhaps would be too much until I actually seen the side view of it. So I'll definitely share that with you guys. I think it was a great addition to add to the piece. But again, just the jacket in and of itself, I think this is definitely something the average person can work into their wardrobe. It can be fashionable, it can be a statement, and it's something that looks very cozy and comfortable. And coming into the side view here, this is actually what I was talking about. So you see the trunk and also digging the polish too. Looks like he's got some gold polish on there as well. And it is actually a shoe. So we do see a shoe there. Similar, same color story there with the camo. And it does have an S-lock on the front. So definitely think it's a cute look. Moving into our next look here, not digging the trench coat so much. I think the belt tying it together on the black on black, I think is very cute, and more specifically the bag. So there were several looks where I felt that the look was a miss, but definitely the bag perhaps could be something. So that's definitely something. It looks like we're getting more duffels, more backpacks, and more utility style bags. Jumping into our next look here, and it is a denim on denim again. This is definitely a hit. One of my favorite looks from the runway piece here. I love the tones, how they come together. Definitely not something that's, I would say, overly unique, but definitely I think is a piece that could definitely be incorporated in everyone's day-to-day life and something that people will enjoy. All right, y'all, so we got ourselves another oversized trench kind of look. Again, don't know what to tell you. It's a miss for me. It's definitely a miss for me. Something about it, I think it's a great runway piece, but it's definitely not something I would touch in the real world at all. The bag is somewhat interesting if you're looking to add some color to your collection, but again, it looks like it has these outer zip pockets in the like utility style, but it looks like there's a ton of vachetta on the bottom of the bag. And if you know, the vachetta in and of itself is definitely hard to keep clean and pristine, so definitely a miss for me. All right, y'all, so we are tapping into the closure for today, my last section, which is going to be best dressed guests for the celebrities. And there were definitely some best dressed guests that did more than some others. So first up, of course, is no other than Jay-Z and Beyonce, both killing it. You see Beyonce has this gold on gold set. She is rocking a Louis Vuitton Croissant. Again, this looks to be in one of the smaller sizes with this beautiful heel that comes in, has black and gold kind of coming around as well. Here you see the sets on the sides. It comes up almost like an oriental kind of wrap style, which I think is very cool. Beautiful necklace, extra oversized shades, definitely kind of putting the look together, if you will. And then the shades with the gold and the black, definitely tying the gold and the black from these shoes. So again, you have a side profile there and a close-up on the bag. So again, next up we have Kim Kardashian. So Kim Kardashian definitely on theme for the look. With Kim's look, again, she has the camo top, camo bottom, and she also has this belt bag. So again, not sure if the belt bag was a gifted item as it pertains to specifically just her joining the show or her being invited to, come to the show, or if it's actually a piece that will be released. So definitely something we'll be on the lookout for. Surprised to see so many kind of bum bag or belt bag kind of styles coming in again, especially because Louis Vuitton has discontinued them in their previous collections. Definitely not surprised to see these two. Again, Rihanna and her man. Again, keep in mind, Rihanna was part of the advertisement for Louis Vuitton men's collection, so we did see her endowed. Again, that was, of course, with her baby bump. She looked absolutely gorgeous in those photos, rocking a jumpsuit denim, as well as her gentleman rocking the jumpsuit as well. Coming in our next look here, we're looking at Zendaya. Beautiful set. One of my favorite looks for the celebrity guest, aside from Beyonce. Beyonce also had a flawless look as well. But again, rocking the same jumpsuit kind of look, if you will. It's a top piece here and a bottom piece, but again, put together almost as if it is one. So gorgeous look. Next, we're segueing into Naomi Campbell. So she is rocking a complete Louis Vuitton set all the way down to her boots. Again, with the jacket, I was kind of surprised to see the blue stripe in her hair. If y'all see my last couple videos, I just had blue in my hair as well. So I'm like, go girl. And carrying a Speedy. Again, here we have Kim Kardashian and Jared Leto. He's rocking a all white, if you will, jumpsuit jacket, if you will. I don't know why I want to call it a jumpsuit, all because it kind of like blends together, if you will. Once you're looking at it, blends together, but it is a suit set with white shoes, and you'll see the white gloves as well. And our next look is the beautiful Kelly Rowland, and I absolutely love the cargo pants set. I'm actually going to take a look and be on the prowl for those because these are absolutely gorgeous, and the gray and the black tone definitely play well off of each other with the gray jacket, so definitely a hit for celebrity looks. Here we have Quavo. Quavo definitely put this kind of like relaxed look together with the linen pant and the jacket. I think it's very comfortable, very chic, and something that suits him. Rocking another comfortable look is Lenny Kravitz. Again, looks like he has a LV kind of all-way, if you will. Loving the glasses. You see those are LV, and I believe the jacket is LV too. Definitely looks like it has that epi leather texture, both the jacket and the leather pants. So I think it is a very cool look. Next up, we have Miranda Kerr, and she is rocking a gorgeous couscous with a mini dress. The shoes here, I think, definitely give it more of like an Austin Powers kind of vibe. Not sure what you think. Let me know, comment down below, but definitely an interesting look. Next up, we have Willow and Jaden Smith. Definitely think Willow is turning up that intimate kind of look there, having like the exposed bra look and the oversized kind of pant, if you will, covering the boot. And it actually almost looks like they're wearing the same boot, if you will. Definitely let me know. Comment down below if you're familiar with that product. And again, of course, Jaden wearing that jacket. So definitely punk rock kind of vibe. And I'm here for it. I think it's a hit. And he's also rocking the belt from that Kusama collection. So I haven't seen too much of the Kusama collection after it was kind of like launched. So I think it's interesting that there are some celebrities and some folks kind of still pulling from that collection. So I think that's very cool. Up next, we have Tina Kunagi, who is rocking an oversized, almost like shirt dress, if you will, kind of like with a zebra print, but in like a cheetah kind of colorway. So definitely think it's interesting. And a cute pair of shoes. Definitely think it's stylish, simple, and chic. Next up, we have rappers A$AP Ferg and A$AP Nast. Again, nothing really too interesting, if you will. Won't say that it's a miss, but I think just kind of on brand, something comfortable and coming out to the event. I do, however, like the white shirt with the kind of watercolored LV print on there. I think that's cool for the men's collection. Next up, we have Lewis Hamilton, and I think he is actually one of the best dressed gentlemen for the event. Love the jacket, loved how he put it together. Very simple, very chic, very on brand for the fashion show. Rocking the shades as well as rocking the chain there. It's not too much. I think it's just enough, you know, kind of bling, if you will. And again, same thing, looks cool, confident, and it's a great look. And the last look we're going to talk about today is that from La Roche. So again, he is rocking this white shirt, kind of long sleeve shirt, what looks to be lighter kind of pale kind of colored pants, and this jacket. I love how the back comes out almost like a cascading almost dress, if you will, or like a train or like a start to a train from the jacket. So I think that's very cool. Loving the shades as well. Definitely on brand for the event. And the bag. So the bag definitely almost gives me like, what is it, Takashi Murakami kind of vibes, given like that multicolored kind of situation. Not sure specifically if this is something newer coming out. It looks like it's maybe perhaps an older or perhaps more vintage piece. Not sure if you're familiar with it. Definitely let me know, comment down below. However, I do see Zendaya here. In the other pictures, we did not see a handbag that she was carrying, but here she's carrying a capucine. So I think that's definitely something that will complete her look, and love that plunging neckline. And that's all, folks. If you found this video helpful, don't